We can take a closer look at these hydrogen refueling stations, which you spoke a lot about there. What are the changes we need to see across the whole sector to really drive the growth and development of these?
So anybody that knows me knows that I harp on about standardization, and it's a very, very important concept around stations. We've gone through that process of testing the market with, do we think hydrogen's a valid pro of green energy? Well, I think we all agree it is. The output of hydrogen is fantastic in comparison to diesel and electric. But really, standardization is probably one of the biggest challenges we're going to see as it stands. Let me just push into that slightly. So, one of the big numbers I want people to take away from this call, and this is a statistic that is really quite powerful in the market at the moment. So, it's 10 to the power 19. So, for the engineers out there, they'll know that's 19 zeros after 10. So, that's a big, big number. The reason why I use that number is because that's currently the number of different configurations of refueling stations in the world. Okay, so that's hydrogen refueling stations, bearing in mind. So how do we expect to be able to roll out a station into the market that's got 10 to the 19 different configurations? That's down to storage, that's down to compression, that's down to fittings. It could be the cascade solution. Anybody who's involved in hydrogen at the moment will be experiencing the pain around making sure we're selling standard products. On the other side, really, it's understanding how J2601, which is the refueling protocol, the SAE J2601 protocol, allows us to refuel vehicles. So some people may see this as a benefit, some people may see this as a restriction, and there's advantages and disadvantages to working to quite a prescriptive protocol. So J2601 essentially means we're protecting that end user from making sure the gas doesn't get too hot, which is absolutely critical. This market has to be safety first. But the only thing is, because this market's so new, that's the only protocol we can work from. So obviously my history is in cylinder design. You've got multiple designs of cylinders out there, ISO 11120, AD2000, ASME, all these fantastic standards, but they just don't exist for hydrogen. So you've got lots and lots of companies out there at the moment that are building hydrogen refueling stations, and they're actually trying to find it out along the way. And there's a lot of bureaucracy around actually what standards should exist. Maybe we could do that as an industry to be able to push a standard station refueling. Should we be cascade filling from 900 bar, or should we be cascade filling from 1,000 bar? Is total cost of ownership important? So there's so many different things we need to think about.